God bless the Philippines at narito na naman tayo. Magandang episode ito patungkol sa medical ministry. So we would like to bless our viewers with this episode knowing that this could also happen to you. Introduce ko muna ang aking nasa kanan, ang aking may bahay. Wife ko si Cynthia.
Hello, welcome once again. At ngayong araw na ito, we are so happy and so privileged to have with us chairman of the board ng ating medical missions team, which is called Jesus the Healer Medical Missions Team Foundation, si Dr. Ruthie Amigleo Marasigan. Welcome, Doctor.
Blessings to everyone. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom. Hindi ba ibig sabihin ng shalom? Peace.
Yes,
So,
peace and prosperity.
prosperity.
And favor and blessings.
Favor.
Yes.
Ikaw as a medical doctor, taga Davao ka, di ba? Davao. Ano?
Taga Davao City.
Davao. So, full-time ka medical doctor, pero bakit ka naman napunta sa iba-ibang tribo as a medical doctor pa rin? Bakit ka naging medical doctor?
Missions Doctor.
Missions doctor,
Yes.
ano?
Oo.
Siguro po dahil na simula ito noong 1995, noong December 1995, nung naka-attend po ako ng JHMT conference po natin sa Mati, Davao Oriental.
Yun ba yung simula, no?
1995.
Opo,
It's a long time.
conference and
December
prophetic
1995.
institute. Parang magkasunod po siguro November at December yon. Nagtatrabaho pa po ako as doctor sa Kidapawan, North
Cotabato?
Cotabato.
Oh.
That time. I had to go to Davao Oriental all the way, go back to Davao City from Cotabato, then from Davao City go to Davao Oriental. It was a long ride.
For that particular conference.
Yeah.
Kasi natatandaan ko, pinag-pray pati kayo, no? Kasama mo si Dr. Vivian
Opo, kami pong
And
dalawa.
then-
Tinawag niyo po kami from the audience.
from the audience.
Kami yung dalawang yan. Yung nakaputing dalawa,
Ah.
lumapit na dito sa altar. So, nagtuturuan po kami, nagtutulakan pa kami ni Dr. Vivian. Ikaw na yan, ikaw na! Tapos wala, mamaya po, nandun kaming dalawa, umiiyak na, pinagpipray niyo po kami.
Bakit kayo umiiyak?
Kasi po, natamaan po yung mga heart issues namin. Kasi hindi niyo naman po kami kilala. We were, it was a theater owned by the Lopezes in Davao Oriental. And we were so many in the audience. And yet, when you spoke to the two of us, kayong dalawa, lumapit dito, parang we felt that God was really personally talking to us.
Ngayon ka pa rin ngayon.
Kasi I believe, as a medical doctor, fulfilled ka naman, di ba?
Opo.
Pero did you expect that to happen in your life na bigla kang mag-iiba ng chapter, no? Bigla kang dadalhin ng Lord from where you are or comfort zone, dadalhin ka ng Lord sa the tribes, no?
Tsaka
Kasi
flourishing.
slums, areas,
Oo,
ano?
flourishing ang kanyang profession nung time na yun.
Nag-struggle ka ba dyan? Mahirap ba? O
Opo. Ang ambition ko sa life before was to become very wealthy, to become a very wealthy doctor, and to practice in the US and to take over the clinic of my uncle there in California. That was my dream. Kasi I wanted to make a lot of money.
Oh.
Pero when I met the Lord in a very special way through the conference, that changed my life. Up to now.
Thank God.
nakakatuwa, no? Ako ay businessman ako, licensed broker at contractor. My wife is a licensed chemist. Ako ay chemist din, chemist. Pero hindi ko rin na-expect na ako tatawagin ng Panginoon sa gawain. Siya naman, she was with the Dunkin Donuts during that time, natatawagin siya ng Panginoon. Hindi ko siya pinilit, no? Gusto ko, Lord, kung gusto mo akong maglikod, gusto ko kasama yung wife ko, pero ayaw ko na manggagaling sa akin. Baka mamaya sisisihin ako eh. Did it occur to you at one point in your life na parang ang hirap? Totoo ba itong gagawin ko? Susunod ba ako? Nag-struggle ka ba sa calling mo?
Very difficult and very painful because my family disowned me at first
Wow.
because of my decision to come to Luzon and to become a missionary doctor.
Silang lahat?
Lahat sila. Pero ngayon, friends na kami. Okay na kami. Even my dad.
Did you immediately come to Luzon or Did it take you some time para mag-isip?
I had to resign from the hospital in Kidapawan, Davao. No,
Cotabato,
that's
South
North Cotabato. And I had to make paalam. Kailangan humingi ng permission from my family. And I had to help doon po sa Davao Oriental Missions and Tribes at first. Pero the Lord spoke to me to come here to Luzon.
Talaga.
So I was able to come.
Di ba may business ka rin o businesses? As a doctor, meron ka pang other sources of income?
Yes, mayroon po ako mga businesses. May fertilizer business and all. Ganun, tumutulong po ako sa dad ko. Pero I left all this for the missions, for medical missions.
So how long have you been a missionary doctor since that time?
14 years po.
14 years.
And also the medical team is 14 years old.
So immediately, sinimulan na natin yung medical missions team.
Pero how sure are you na tinawag ka? Kailan nangyari yun? During the conference? Or?
Ano po, Pastor Dante, noon pa kong intern pa ho ako sa San Pedro Hospital sa Davao City. Nakakaramdam na ako na may sinasabi ang Lord sa akin. Kaya lang, magwapo po ang boyfriend ko eh. At matalino. At kaya lang, siguro ang hirap lang sundin nung time na yun. Pero,
Meron ka ng
meron na
prompting.
Urging na.
Tapos nung nag-review po ako for medical boards sa Makati and all, nakabasa, I was attending Victory Christian Fellowship. So I knew then that God was
You were-
calling me. Ayan. So,
Natatandaan ko nang pumunta ka sa office namin sa Cubao, no? Bago tayo nagkaroon ng medical clinic. Bigla ka na lang sumulpot eh. Siguro after 6 months yata yun eh, December 1995. So mga about June or July, bigla ka dumating sa office. Pastor
May dala na
Dante,
siyang mga luggages, no?
may mga bag,
Dala siya
alam mo
ba?
yata yung gamit mo.
ito na po yung bahay ko.
Parang na-surprise ako at saka hindi ko alam kung ano sabihin ko eh. Kuya Dante, gusto ko maglingkod sa Panginoon as a medical doctor. What drove you o ano yung drawing factor na talagang sigurado ka na yung pinapagawa ng Lord sa iyo?
I think it was hearing God for the first time when I was in the hospital of January 1, 1996. I audibly heard the voice of God ask me, "Do you love me?" 3 times. Hinanap ko po sa doctor's quarters yung boses. Actually, hinanap ko po sa banyo, hinanap ko sa ilalim ng kama, hinanap ko yung sino nagsasalita pero wala pa ako nakita. Pero ang nangyari ay yung boses na yun, very fatherly ang dating. I knew it was not the enemy, it was God. And sa tanong ng boses, "Do you love me?" So, I had to say yes. And then from then on, iba na yung, I had to follow His voice.
And the rest is history, no?
Oh.
Yes.
Yung program of activities nyo, you've been to Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and
Yeah.
overseas.
We have been to all over the Philippines, and we have also been to Africa. The team has become involved in Africa and Southeast Asia and other places.
Afghanistan.
Yes, Afghanistan,
Yeah.
Bangladesh,
India,
India. Yes,
Indonesia.
especially Indonesia. Gigi is still there right now because we have medical missions for this November for the Banda Aceh typhoon. No, not just not typhoon victims, but earthquake and tsunami victims.
I remember na ang medical team natin laging one of the first to respond to disasters. Diba, sa tsunami noon, di ba? So, yung hotel fire, remember that? Nasa States kami noon, pero nalaman namin, ang medical team natin ang unang nag-respond dun as a medical team, dun sa mga victims ng fire. And then, I also remember, if you can still refresh our memories, na ang very first ninyo na medical missions team ay sa slum areas ng church namin, right?
Sa Jesus Life
Yeah,
Center
that's
po
right.
sa Marikina. 6 lang kami ng
Oh, sino-sino yung members na yun, Doctor?
Kaya lang, wala na tayong time.
Oh!
Bitin tayo.
Boys!